Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Omar Daniel bin Hamizan and I am the first presenter. The second presenter is Chai Wei-jing, third presenter Nge Zuo Zhen, and lastly Amir Irfan bin Muhammad Haimi. Our group will present about the PCI and drainage investigation, and our lecturer is Prof. Madya TS Dr. Muhammad Izri bin Abdullah. Introduction. Our group had conducted the visual survey at 83 Jalan Chamberlain Hulu Ipoh Perak. Due to the implemented MCO (Movement Control Order) by the government, not all of our group can gather at the project location. Our project refer to the Pavement Condition Index (PCI) and Google satellite image about the road condition. And lastly, this project can apply the knowledge from the lecture session, and the student can know cost maintenance for the damaged road. Literature review. First, we refer to the American Society for Testing and Material for roads checkup severity. Second, collect all data refer to the damaged area. Third, calculate deduct value, corrected deduct value, and maximum corrected deduct value. Fourth, skill rate and road condition refer to the standard PSI rating scale. And last but not least, level of service (LOS) determine whether rehabilitation is needed or not. This is our location or map for this project. This is the classification of distress that our group can be gathered at the road. First, alligator cracking, longitudinal and transverse cracking, edge cracking, joint reflection cracking, patching, bump and sags, bleeding, and lastly, potholes. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chai Wei-jing, and now I'm going to continue the part methodology. So after the data collection and classification, we need to determine the level of severity, which have low, medium, and high, and right at the column distress severity here. And the quantity will be measured based on the area or the length of the distress, and the quantity will be totaled up, and the total will be divided by the total area of the route in order to get the density. The deduct value will be based on the level of severity and the density by referring to this graph, and we will determine the highest deduct value, which is known as HDV. Then the HDV is used to find the M by using the formula 1 plus 9 per 98 multiplied by 100 minus HDV. So for this example, it is 7.9, but it has 8 data, so we need to multiply the 8 by 0.9, and we need to write down all the deduct value here, and we need to total it up. And the Q is the total of the original value, and the CDV here is based on the total deduct value and the Q based on this graph. And then for the following row, we need to deduct the last original deduct value to 2 if it is greater than 2. So if it is smaller than 2, we will write as 0, and the Q will be minus by 1, and total will total again, and CDV will also determine again. So this process will repeat it until Q is equals to 1, and we will determine the maximum CDV. So after determining the maximum CDV, we can get the PCI by using the formula 100 minus by the maximum CDV. So for this example, it's 49 for the PCI value. So the PCI value is used to determine the condition of the route. So the condition of the route is fair, and the recommendation here is minor rehabilitation needed to return to acceptable level of service.
Hi, my name is Zhou Zhen. So now I want to present about data calculation and analysis. So we have divided the route into 4 samples. Each sample have an area of 6 meter times 155 meter. So below are the PCI value and the condition for each sample, which is good in sample 1 and fair in sample 2, and both poor condition in sample 3 and sample 4. So next is PCI average. So based on the calculation, the average PCI is calculated as 60.25. So it can be concluded that sample unit of pavement is in fair condition, which would require minor rehabilitation to return to acceptable level of service. So next is the cost rate estimation. So we have divided into two layers, which is first layer and second layer. So this is first layer, which you take 1 day of work. So we have used two machines, which is 20-ton dump truck and 7-ton tandem roller, which cost 990. So we also have manpower, which will cost 240. So we will use the raw materials, which is bitumen, which will get the amount of 19,000. So the total is 20,230. So next is we will consider the profit. So the total is 28,322. So the rate for 1 meter square will get 7 ringgit and 70 cents per meter square, and which will transfer to bill quantity. So next, I will pass it to our next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amir Irfan. Now we are going to discuss about rate estimation for the second layer. Okay, for the second layer, it is only took 1 day of work. Okay, so this is the rate per day. This is a quantity and this is a day. So to get the amount, we will need to multiply rate per day, quantity and days to get the amount. Same like this rate per barrel will multiply with quantity to get the amount. So for the machinery, the cost is 990. For the manpower, the cost is 240. For the raw material, it is 14,000. So we will sum up all of these three and we will get 15230 ringgit. Now we are going to calculate the profit for this project. We took for 40% of the profit, so from this amount the 40% profit is 6092. So we will add up these two and we will get 21322, and then we will take 21322 and divide 3720 meter cube, so we will get 5.8 ringgit per meter cube. So for bill of quantity, we have calculate the rate, which is 7.70 for first layer and 5.80 for the second layer. So we will multiply it with this and we will get 28644. So this quantity is the area for the road. So when we get amount, so we will total up these two and we will get the amount for this project. So for Chamberlain Hulu Road, we get the PCI value is 60.25, which require minor rehabilitation. So two layer material that will apply on the road, which is bituminous binder cost and bituminous wearing cost. So for the cutting cost, the road need to be closed for a while. Maintenance should be due 24 hours. So find a good price of material. For the conclusion, PCI condition index is really important, which it is useful in order to determine the condition of pavement. It also simplifies the way to solve the type of distress severity, and it suggests the optimum solution to be used to ensure good pavement condition. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Saja. Apakah pendapat anda tentang jalan ini?
Jalan ini sangat teruk dan banyak tempat ada rosak.
Pada pandangan anda, apakah faktor yang menyebabkan keadaan ini berlaku?
Jalan ini tidak boleh menunggang kenderaan berat seperti lori.
Jadi ini ialah sebab kenderaan berat yang lalu di jalan ini lah. Apakah cadangan anda terhadap jalan ini?
Boleh buat menambahbaikan jalan ini.
Okey. Terima kasih.